Binoculars, welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with Pablo Torreira, of course, new signing for FC Barcelona this summer. It has been reported that the Barcelona wonderkid has surprised the coaching staff and will likely get minutes in the next season when it comes to playing for the senior team. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about the Frenkie de Jong transfer saga, as former Manchester United player and legend Gary Neville has had his say on the matter, claiming that Frenkie de Jong should consider legal action against FC Barcelona over pay cut request. We are going to be discussing on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please do well to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barca, Barca, Barca. New signing Pablo Torreira has caused some serious stir among his new teammates and the coaching staff within a week of his pre-season tour with Barcelona. Arriving from Racing Santander for a fee reported to be around 5 million euros plus variables, Barcelona have a clear plan in place for the 19-year-old. He featured for his first team against Alot and of course, and also got a chance to get some minutes against Inter Miami. For now, all Xavi wants is to see how Torreira progresses through the minutes he gets in the pre-season friendlies. Once the season officially begins, the youngster will be called into the senior squad whenever needed. When the roster is full, Xavi has mentioned the player will play for the reserve team so that his progress does not hinder. Xavi said, yes, he will be in the dynamics of the first team. When he believed that he will not participate with the first team, he will play in the reserve team. He is at an age to grow. He is surprising us all. He understands everything. He sees it quickly. He associates well. He has talent and goals, Xavi added. In the handful of appearances that Pablo Torreira has made for the team, Torreira has managed to impress the coaching staff through his ability to play with both feet, which is why the management has given him the status of being a versatile player. Now the 19-year-old hasn't been the high-profile summer signing, but wasn't the intent anyway. Manager Xavi, as well as the player, understands the midfield region is something that is extremely crowded. At the same time, the management is aware of Pablo Torreira's talent, as they know giving him regular minutes will be the key, and for that, appearing for Barca Athletic will serve everyone's purpose. Definitely, I think Xavi is making the right decision here. Yesterday, he spoke ahead of the game for Juventus. We play Juventus later tonight. Xavi was asked about Pablo Torreira and the possibility of him being integrated to the first team imminently, but Xavi was clear that he likes Pablo Torreira a lot. He has talents, and most of the time he will be for the Barca Athletic team, that is the Barca B team. Normally we have that midfield in the roster that is crowded. Gavi, Pedri, Frenkie. I mean, there are many of them there, and it will be difficult for Pablo Torreira to have minutes. That's just the truth about things. But the player, is also being considered to have some first-team football for next season. Xavi does not entirely rule that out. He'll be rotating. He'll be sent to the Barca Athletic. Then at some point, he'll play for the first team, have some few minutes as well, because he has a lot of potential. Xavi was full of praise for the youngster. He was signed from Racing Santander just for 5 million. And of course, what motivated Barca to go for that guy was Pedri's own acquisition. We quite remember Pedri was bought from Las Palmas for about 5 million euros. And now look at the value that Pedri possesses. It's quite high. If Barca want to sell Pedri, they'll make millions and millions. Like the profit will be wide. So, of course, that motivated Barca to go for another young talent in midfield. The same thing in Racing, and still for the 5 million euros that Barca bought him. So let's hope that he continues to impress Xavi and his coaching staff. But if there's something that is certain, there will be a point in time when, Pablo Torreira will be integrated to the first team. Normally, it all depends on how he keeps improving. But from the way things are showing, from the way he has been improving, and the way the thing he brings to the field, and there will be a point in time when Xavi will bring him. Maybe this season or maybe next season, but I think he's a talented kid. Xavi went for him for a reason. Then on to the next story of discussion. Former Manchester United footballer and current pundit Gary Neville took to social media on Monday to speak out against Barcelona's spending spree this summer and says Barca midfielder Frenkie de Jong should consider legal action against the club and that the Football Players Association FIFPro should get involved as well. Going by Gary Neville's statement on Twitter, he said, De Jong should consider legal action versus Barcelona and all players should be behind him. A club spending fortunes on new players while not paying the ones they have under contract their full money is immoral and a breach of FIFPro. Should be all over bullying like this and stop it. De Jong should consider legal action. That's his statement. So Neville's tweets came a few hours after it was reported that Frenkie was told by Barca manager Xavi that he should consider accepting a salary reduction in order to stay at Barcelona and not be so due to their economic situation and financial fair play issues. According to the most recent report, despite opposition from his own staff, Frenkie is open to the idea of taking a pay cut to help Barca register new players, new signings, and continue his career at the Camp Nou. On another completely unrelated note, Frenkie de Jong is a transfer target of Neville's former club, Manchester United, but has repeatedly rejected a move to Old Trafford. Frenkie de Jong and his camp have been seeing things so unfair right now that Barca have not been doing things the way they should do. Frenkie de Jong has been forced to leave against his wish. United have been there for a long time waiting. And for me, I think it's even the lost cause because United will never get him. I'm sorry to say this to United fans, but that's just it. Because I don't see how Barca will force a player who has a contract, a legal contract to leave a club against his wish. They can't do anything about it. It's a contract. I'm not saying I'm going with what Gary Neville just said, that they should sue Barca because of that. But the way things have been going for Frenkie is not that fair, Frenkie de Jong, of course, might not have lived up to the expectations since leaving from Ajax to Barca in 2019. But let's give this guy some time. Let's give him some time. I believe under Xavi, we are going to see something great from all of the players. Xavi is that kind of person that I see that can develop a player, can bring the best out of any player. So let's just be patient. Barcelona are forcing things. Anyway, we understand. In Barca's perspective, they want to clear up the wage bill, which is important. And they see Frenkie de Jong as a scapegoat who can help that a lot to make things easy for them to follow financial fair play rules. But I think they can still go further. Now, I've been talking about player sales, which is of utmost importance as well. Player sales can also free up wages. But Barcelona know that selling Frenkie de Jong, who is the most valuable player among them all, will lead to a big space, a very big gap in that wage bill. So let's see how things will look like when it comes to the relationship between Frenkie de Jong and FC Barcelona. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.